energy and the, in the length is awesome, and I think it prepares all the new guys as much as they possibly be prepared of that atmosphere. So I'm excited for that.
Are you guys ready to take on someone else?
I mean, we got some work to do. I'm not even going to jump and say we're ready to take on someone else. We got to keep on working. And we know that if another opponent's in front of us, we're going to battle. But right now, we got some time to keep on working on our crafts and working, helping the defense out, and the defense helping us out.
You're probably sick of each other by now.
No, because we got talent, man. Defense has a lot of talent, and it's giving us opportunity to keep on getting better. I've seen different guys at the nickel. You get big nickel. I see Jinx sometimes in there. I see Vontae Maddox. And then when I go outside, I see different corners. So for me, it's been really good. I think our defense and Jim Schwartz have been doing a good job of helping this offense continue to see different things and experience different coverages.
How have you grown so far in camp with the addition of Deshaun, changing things around for you a little bit?
Man, it's been good. Deshaun and I have known each other for a while, but it's just really good to play alongside him because he's a great leader. He leads by example, and also those side conversations we have. And I think it's been good for myself, Alshon, and him all to just pick each other's brains. And me being in my 5th year, I kind of interject some of my opinion in there and tell them what's going on, and it's been good.
How talented do you guys feel as a group of wide receivers?
You have individual attributes. We have speed, we got height. Guys can create separation, but it's all about how we work right now. I'm not a guy that gets into that because I think the NFL is full of talented teams. This wide receiver group has to understand that when our number's called, we have to make plays, and we also have to find ways to help other people create separations, because that's what this offense is about.
From high above, we got to see some stuff we couldn't honestly see when we're out here, and that one little jump cut that you had and accelerate into the end zone. Can you walk me through that play, and is that sort of what fans can expect to see from you?
Absolutely. It's just all about reaction, making quick cuts. And making guys be able to miss it. For them, hard to catch me. So doing stuff like that and showing the coaches I can do stuff like that is going to help me.
First time at the link, what'd you think last night?
40,000 to watch us practice, that's pretty crazy. Remind me of Penn State.
How do you feel like this camp's going for you so far? A little over a week under your belt, getting ready for the first preseason game.
It's good. Getting better every day. Focusing on one day at a time, Just trying to get better every day, that's all.
Can you look back? I know it's kind of hard to relate college to the NFL because it's the NFL, but can you look back and kind of remember what it was like the day before your first college game, and can you kind of compare on what you feel like that's going to be like compared to your first preseason game?
It's kind of the same, just not knowing what to expect really. That's probably the only thing. Just curious, how I'm going to be, how I'm going to play and stuff like that, but when it comes down to it, it's just football at the end of the day, so I've been working hard all my life for this moment, so it's going to be exciting.
It didn't seem like you were behind for missing OTAs. Did you feel like you were?
No, not really. I think I took some good mental reps, staying in my playbook. Still got to study playbook more, just little things. But as far as physically, I feel good. I was training in the off season when they let us go, getting in shape, getting the weight that they want me to. But I feel good.
Do you feel like you've started to kind of show them why you were drafted as high as you were?
I think I'm getting there. I don't want to, start saying stuff like that, but every day I'm just trying to get better every day.
Miles, forgive me if you answered this already, but how ready do you feel to make an immediate impact in about a month when the regular season starts? Do you feel like you can really make some noise right out of the gate as a rookie?
I think so, yeah. But really, I'm just focused on one day at a time.
Do you know about any kind of schedule for the preseason games? Are you going to be able to get in a lot more? Do you want to get more of that work in for these first few games?
I don't have any idea how it's going to go. Just preparing myself for the game.
Hey, Miles, what's the best jump cut you've ever made?
I don't know. What do you think?
I haven't watched all your games. That's what I'm asking. I didn't see you in high school. I didn't see you.
I don't really remember. Out there is just reaction, I'm just playing ball. So I really don't know.
Okay. So. Is that a part of your game that you've always used? Is it something you had to like? Is it natural, or is it something you had to work on?
Yeah, in that situation last night, I was just trying to get out of a messy situation, and the outside just happened to be open, so I just took it.
But is it just something you were just born with, or you were going to work on being able to cut?
I don't know. When I was little, we always running outside and stuff, playing around, so I felt like I was always had that ability to just move around fast and stuff like that. So
Is it like peripheral vision? Like you can see that there's space?
Yeah. It's just, I mean, I've been playing running back for a long time, so watching other running backs, getting other things to do on the field, just getting extra tools to use on the field. So,
Who does it best?
oh man, we got a good jump cut. Say Barry. I think Barry got everything a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Miles, back to the high school discussion. You played at one of the Pennsylvania Powers. What do you remember about your days in high school, and how did that help you get to where you are now?
What I remember in high school?
Yeah, like what stood out about playing high school football for you? And how did it help you get here?
I think that's when it was all simple in high school, having fun, playing with your boys. I say only thing that's the same throughout my whole career was I always had like a tough running back coach. So even in high school, he was always hard on me. With the Penn State, had a hard running back coach, hard on me, and then Deuce is even harder. So they just want the best out of you, and that's what brings the best out of me.
To a man, when we ask running backs about Deuce, it's remarkable the way they talk about him, his influence, the things that he knows, and what he teaches. But we're not there. You are. What makes him special, and what is he trying to get out of you?
I mean, he had 10 years in the league as a running back. That's not easy at all. So, but what really stood out to me is how good of a teacher he is. He just makes sure you're understanding everything before you go out there. He doesn't put you in bad situations. He understands, like, I'm a rookie. It's going to be tough, just learning everything in the playbook. But he's working with me, and I'm getting better every day. That's the only thing that matters.
Y'all better show Lil Booby Miles some love, too. Lil Booby.
The depth chart changed a little bit with the injuries last couple of days. How's it affected the snaps in practice, and how comfortable are you settling in with some of the getting more time at work?
I think that Coach Flagel does a pretty good job for all of us. We all get pretty equal reps. I think one thing in the training camp that we're trying to do is, kind of make everybody play each spot. Obviously Kamu going down, it kind of moves people around a little bit more. But, from the get-go, we were all trying to figure out, which spots that we need to play, which ones that we haven't played much, and just trying to learn the whole defense as a whole.
What can you take from that stretch down the end last year, moving into this year if you are called on?
A lot of confidence. I feel like I got a lot more confidence, especially with my teammates. I think that's kind of one thing that for me going into this year, I feel a lot more comfortable. Being listened to throughout, from secondary and up front. That a lot of guys put a lot of trust in me, and that helps my confidence level.
Does the preparation change at all? If you come into camp and you're thrust into starting roles, you obviously get the first team reps. Is that going to, if you need to start opening day, I'm sure that will help.
Yeah, obviously it helps. We have Nigel. He hasn't been able to practice right now. Kamu being out, but. I think preparation, me coming into camp, I feel like for all linebackers, everybody wants to play. Obviously we had to learn the defense. We have new guys in here, so we're all helping each other, especially on the field. But I think one thing that helps us a lot, like I said, being versatile as a whole group is, I think, the best thing for our defense.
Dare I ask, what's with the snake over
My nickname's the White Snake, and my friend Deho brought it over to me. That was his gift to me. So
it's a little creepy.
I love it. I love snakes.
How did you get the nickname?
College. I had one guy actually gave it to me. I think I was like a sophomore in high school, and he used to call me like the White Assassin, the White Killer, because I was, I never really talked much, so I was silent, and snakes are kind of silent and deadly, but obviously the white probably has to go with my skin color playing DB, but so it kind of stuck, and then one guy tweeted at me when I was younger in college, and then all my buddies just started calling me, and then it just took off from there, and everybody in Nebraska, all the fans and whatnot.
Do all your teammates know you as the White Snake?
Yeah, they call me Snake or White Snake, yeah.
What are the conversations like with the other linebackers? Nigel not out there right now, Kamu hurt, but still some veterans that can instill some more confidence.
You talking about the conversations on the field or outside the field?
Both.
I think, for me, like me personally, I've learned a lot of my game through Nigel. My first, you guys know when I got here, I played safety. I didn't really know much about linebackers, so I just kind of sat in his back pocket. A lot of the things I've learned is from Nigel. So, obviously having him out there is key. But, in practice, I feel like I've been able to translate the things from the film room to the field.
Hey, Nate, you mentioned that transition. Back in the spring, I talked to Ken, and he said you were probably smarter than him in the room. Just your football IQ, ability to play all 3 different positions. Is that something you've embraced since you've made the transition?
I think me personally, I kind of embraced that, since I was younger. I've always wanted to be one of the leaders out there, playing safety in college. I was always the one making the calls in the secondary, getting people lined up in the back end. But, transforming to a linebacker, I'm able to make all the calls, for the whole defense. So I think, that's one thing that I've kind of grasped on. I like being able to, be the vocal guy out there and get people lined up.
Last year, you became a core special teamer, got a lot of reps there. How did that help with playing defense, being on the field and special teams all the time?
Yeah, any time you can get on the field is always beneficial for you individually. I think that ever since I've been here, we've had a lot of tremendous good depth throughout, all positions on defense. So, especially on this team, if you want to make the roster, special teams is one of the ways to do it. So you never can take those for granted out here.
I think, the game's starting to slow down for me now. I'm confident in what I'm doing. I know when I go out there, I can play instinctively. And I always thought the best players are the guys who play the fastest. And to play the fastest, you have to think as little as possible. So that's why we do all this practice and training. So on Sundays, you can just go out there and play ball and not have to, the more you think, the slower you play, and that's how you get beat. So I don't have any part of that.
Yeah, I see a little progression in the offense also. So last year, you guys passed the ball an awful lot. Do you guys see yourselves running the ball well? Because of the running backs you have, Howard, you have Sanders, Clement coming back. These are really good running backs. Can you see a transition, you guys running the ball?
Yeah, man. I think at any offensive line, you want to run the ball because that's how you kind of demoralize the defense. And there's more of a mental aspect to when you can kind of pulverize the guys up front. They know it, we know it, and you can see it in their faces. When you got to pass the ball. We're going to work on practice. It's a passing league, so we're going to be dominant in our one-on-ones. But we want to run the ball, and I don't call the plays, but so I'm gonna stick in my lane and do what I got to do. But I like the running back group we have too.
Well, you look at, man, this year, 3rd year, like I said. Coach Stout didn't on you like he used to be. You turned the corner. Coach Stout is on other people now. That's a tribute to you playing the way you're playing. How is Coach approaching this year as opposed to when you were a rookie?
Yeah, Stout's. Man, I can't say enough good things about Stout. He cares so much about us as a unit, not only on the field but off the field. He's a college coach, so naturally kind of wants to see guys develop. And learn and get better, especially the young guys, because he has a lot of trust in us, the ones and the older guys, that we're going to do what needs to be done. But for me personally, you talk about turning the corner, man, he has that thing on the wall in our room, hungry dogs run faster, and I try to keep that mentality all the time, regardless of how good I'm doing or how bad, whatever. I always try to, one of these guys is trying to take my spot. I'm going to help him all I can, but I'm going out there to dominate.
I see you playing multiple positions, in the second team, playing tackle, playing little center, but your natural position is guard or center.
Right now it's guard, so that's where my focus is, and then like today I was playing center, so when I woke up today, I focused on, being the best center on the field. So I've really learned how to mentally just kind of lock into a day at a time. And, come Sundays at left guard, that's what I'll be locked into.
So just talk in terms of your mentality here, Cody, as you get closer to that first preseason game here.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the next step. Obviously, having the spring was a little kind of jumping around, a little tough, but and then kind of learning on the fly, learning plays that day, going out there and trying to practice them. Was same as some of the rookies, but coming from a new system is a little different, and then obviously having the break to go over everything. So I think the first 2 weeks of fall camp for me has really just been proving I know the offense, proving I can make these throws and run this offense, and then Thursday obviously is the next step, transitioning that onto the field, which is really important.
How about this quarterback room? We spoke off camera, a little story there
with
with Carson. You're very coachable.
Yeah.
What is it like learning from these guys?
Yeah, just it's a fun group. It really is, and there's so much input and how smart everybody is with football. You know, obviously with the quarterbacks, but then you have Press in there and Coach Groh and Doug comes in there, and you know, you get all these different inputs from these great, you know, offensive minds, and it allows you to really grasp the offense in a fast pace. You know, for me, going from spring to now and kind of listening to their coaching details, stuff I wrote down in the spring, and going back over and reading over that, kind of really helped me take that next step with the offense. And obviously Carson and Nate have been in it, you know, a lot longer than me, so anything I can pick up from them, whether it's kind of a coaching point they give me, or it's watching them on the field or watching extra film, you know, kind of going back and watching their reps and see what they do. So it's been really good to have, you know, such a really, you know, great group of guys in the quarterback room.
And to that point, just how serious they not only take every rep, but also, you know, outside the lines and their nutrition and stuff. We were joking about it, but really just how professional and serious they take everything that's right in tune with.
And that pushed me. I mean, I over this, you know, off season, I was eating healthy, doing the right thing, working out, doing extra stuff, just because, you know, both of them in the lunchroom stuff, the type of meals they eat and stuff, and you see that, and that's something that's contagious. And you know, I've always had a pretty good meal habit, whether it's getting, you know, kind of a nutrition routine with the nutritionist or the dietitian, but yeah, I mean, it's every aspect, and that's kind of what it takes to take that next step and to be a great quarterback in this league, and obviously that's something we're all striving for.
And you got a little taste of what South Philly, I guess, is all about at the link last night. What's your take on what the Eagles mean to this city and this organization?
It was surreal. It was a crazy moment for me. You know, I actually, my first ever NFL game was here. I didn't play, but with the Browns, I was inactive that game. But yeah, that was the first game ever for me, and the atmosphere was crazy, and just to see it at a practice, you know, setting like that, how many fans showed up, how loud they were. I mean, you'd have thought it was a game, you know, with I think more than half the stadium filled up, and I don't know how many it seats, but to be over 40,000 for a practice is not a lot of places in the NFL you find that, you know, and that's pretty cool. And it makes you want to play better too. It makes you want to play for them, play for your teammates, play for this whole, you know, city. And I know I've only been here a short while, but you know, just how everyone accepted me here, and it's been awesome for me. And you know, you can't predict the future, but you know, that's why I'm fighting to stay here, and hopefully, you know, things work out.